Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm going to show you what parameters I use to make this part parametric for CNC programming. This is just top or bottom. Alright, so let's get to it. Alright, so this is just a cabinet part. Could be a top or a bottom. Alright, and this one's already programmed. Let me change this to it. So this one's already programmed. Alright, so I'm gonna go back to design and I'm gonna change the size of this panel. So I went to let me show you. So I'm gonna go to change parameters, and right now the width is 25 inches, okay, and the depth is 10 inches. All right, so I want to make this bigger. I'm gonna go from 25 to 50, and the depth, let's make this 25 inches. Okay, hit enter. See that? And these are the parameters that I use, okay, to make this part parametric for CNC programming. All right. You see, I have a parameter called group stop. See that? Right now it's set to 0. Okay. So let's say you don't want to machine all the way out because this front edge is edge bended, and your machine does have a tool changer. So you can now use a right-handed tool and a left-handed tool, right? So let's say you want to stop, let's say 1/8 of an inch, or a quarter of an inch, or 5 millimeters, whatever distance you want, right? I'm going to show you that parameter setback. So I want to go back to change parameters. Uh, sorry, groove stop. This is the one I'm going to change, okay? So I'm going to leave, let's say, a quarter inch of material right here. So I'm going to type 0.25. Watch what happens. I'm going to hit enter. See that? Added material here and there, okay? I let's say you want that to be half an inch, 0.5. See it? And let's go back to manufacturer workspace, and I'm gonna right click, generate a toolpath because it was out of date. See that? So I'm gonna right click and simulate. Okay. All right. So this is where that's where it's gonna stop. Okay. It's gonna stop here and there. Okay. All right. Let's say the cabinet has a setback of a quarter of an inch. So I have a parameter for the setback. So I'm gonna go to change parameters, and I'm gonna change this to 0.25 inches. Enter. See that? Added material right there. That's the setback. Okay. All right. Click OK. I'm gonna select this edge. See the length down here? It's 0.25 inches. 0.25 inches. See it? All right. Want this to be 3/4. Change parameters. I'm gonna type 0.75. See that? Okay. You want this to be a metric. Say 25 millimeters. So I'm gonna type 25 mm. Hit enter. And now that's 25 millimeters. Okay. And I'm gonna go back to manufacturer. I'm gonna regenerate toolpath. So right click, generate. See that? Okay. So with one part you can make different programs. Different sizes. Um, and features. All right. I'm gonna show you another example. All right, I have a side panel with 5 mm holes and a rabbet. Okay, I use this at work all the time. We make um we make a lot of parts for base cabinets and upper cabinets with adjustable shelves. All right, so I want to show you this one. This one is parametric as well. All right, it's also programmed. Okay, I wish I had the change parameters feature here, so I don't have to go back to the design workspace to change the size of the side panel. Okay, hopefully Autodesk, adds that in the future. Okay, but for now, it's right here in the design workspace. So I'm gonna change the height of this side panel. So I'm gonna go to change parameters. I'm gonna make these smaller, so I'm gonna go from 60 inches to 25. Okay, see that? Okay. Um, I'm gonna change the depth from 26 to 16 inches. Okay, all right. See, the hole quantity is 45. Okay, that's fine, but you don't see the holes here, right? Because there's no 3D. There's no the part's not that big, so it's not gonna create the holes. But I want to make this smaller. The quantity, I want to have less holes. I'm gonna type 15. See that? And this one is always gonna be an odd number. All right. This is how I model this part. All right. What happens when I make this number an even number? So I'm gonna type 16. See that? Okay. So you can use this you can use this if you want. Um, but you're gonna have to mirror this part to be right now it's the right, let's say a right side panel. All right. This is where the top panel is gonna go. All right. And this is the top right here, the top edge. So this is going to be a right panel, and then you want this to be a left panel. You're going to have to mirror this on the machine, all right? But if you want to use this as one program, all right, for both right and left side panels, um, you can change this the quantity, the whole quantity, to an odd number. So let's make this 19. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna click OK, and I'm gonna go back to manufacturer. I'm gonna regenerate a toolpath. Right click, generate. Okay, all right, so I have an issue here. So I'm gonna right click, edit, and it's asking me if I want, it's telling me that this operation has missing references. Do you want to clear those selections? I'm gonna say no. Okay, and I'm gonna click on the X, and whole faces is gonna be right there. Okay, and this has to be checked. Okay, where it says select same diameter. Okay, you gotta check this on. Okay, click OK. Okay, I'm gonna change the size of the side panel, and I'm gonna go back to manufacturing workspace. Let's make this 27 inches. Click OK. I'm gonna go back to manufacture, and I'm gonna right click, generate toolpath. Okay, now it's good. All right. Okay, I'm gonna change the depth. Go back to design workspace, change parameters from 16 to 18 inches. Okay. See, the distance is going to be the same, right? The distance from this edge this front edge to the center of the hole, this hole right here, it's gonna be the same. I have a parameter for that, so I'm gonna show you in a minute. And this is gonna be the same, all right, as this one right here. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna go to change parameters, and I have a hole distance in Y, all right, okay, of 37 millimeters, all right. And I'm gonna show you what I did. Um, I did a 2D sketch, and then drew a circle right in the center. Okay, I'm gonna show you. So I want to go to the timeline right here, select the sketch, okay, edit sketch, and now drew a circle, okay, put it right in the middle, and I have height divided by 2, okay, and right now it's in inches, but the whole diameter is in the where it says change parameters is in metric, which is 5 millimeters, all right, and this is that parameter whole distance in Y, okay, which is 37 millimeters. I click OK. And the depth, see that, 18 inches for now. The thickness of the rabbit right now is in metric. I'm going to show you, which is 19.2 millimeters. This is the thickness of white melamine that we get to the shop. All right. This could change. It could be 19.4, 19.1. It could be exactly 19 millimeters. All right. All right. So this can change it. You can change it right here, the thickness, before you actually make the parts in the CNC. All right. Okay. I want to make this. Let's say you want to have a half-inch white melamine panel. Um, and that white melamine happens to be 13 millimeters. I'm gonna type 13. But you see that it's set to inches. So I'm gonna type the unit type is in inches. All right. So I'm gonna type 13 mm. Hit enter. And now that's 13 millimeters. See that? It's just a little more than half an inch. Okay. Let's say, excuse me. Let's say you want to have a 3/4 inch plywood panel. Um, could be 18.5 millimeters. It's not really 3/4. Could be 18 millimeters. Could be 17. So I'm gonna type 18. Hit enter. Okay. See that? All right. I'm gonna click OK. Finish sketch. I'm gonna go back to manufacturer workspace. Right click, generate toolpath. Okay. I'm gonna go back to design workspace, and I extruded the square profile. Okay. You can name this if you want. So right click, where it says rename, you can name this if you want. Okay. So let's say you have a big assembly, right? And you wanna edit that feature for a certain part of the cabinet. It's gonna be easier for you to find it right here on timeline. If you have the that feature named, okay. You can also find it in the browser if you want. All right. You can right click if you want, but you can do it here, right? So to the sketch, you can name it, say main sketch. Okay. You can name this extrude feature. We name that side panel, just side. Hit enter. Okay. See that? You can name this one. I think this is the holes. So when I right click, edit feature, and see I have minus hole depth. So it's cutting into the 3D model. Okay. So this is, you can name this, yeah, it's already named for me, sorry. Okay, escape. This one's named, let me see. This one has been named as well. Yeah, okay. That's the rabbit. Okay. All right. So, how did I create these holes? Okay. As you saw in the 2D sketch, I just drew once, a circle. All right. So I used the rectangular pattern. So I'll select that, right click, edit feature. So I selected that hole, right? A hole right in the center. Okay. And the type was, faces. So see how it says, see it says objects two. So I selected this, face, right, the wall, and then the bottom of the hole, that face. Okay, so that's two objects. And then direction, I selected this edge right here. All right, and then, distance type was, spacing. And right here I have, a parameter, hole quantity, right? And I have another parameter for distance. I have hole spacing, and direction type was, symmetric. All right, and the quantity. This means, how many rows of holes you want. Okay, so I got two. All right, and the distance. This is the formula that I used. Okay, all right. But before I show you this, I'm gonna hit cancel. I'm gonna go to change parameters, and I'm gonna show you those parameters. Hole distance and hole quantity. See it right here. The spacing between each hole is gonna be, 32 millimeters. Okay. And this is the hole quantity, which is 19. Okay, got 19 holes. All right, 19 this way and 19 this way. Okay. Um, I'm gonna click OK. I want to go back to the rectangular pattern. Right click, edit feature, and I'm gonna clear this out. I'm gonna type one here. See that now I only have, one row of holes. Okay, and I want to add a second row, so, I'm gonna type two, and I need a distance. Type zero. Jeez. Back to one. Okay. Now you want a second row of holes. I'm gonna type two. Okay. And distance, I'm gonna type, depth. Hit enter. See what happens. Okay. You're starting from. Okay. You're not starting from the edge, right? You're starting from here, from the center of these holes, right? Which is 37 millimeters. So see that. So we have depth plus the distance here. See that. So I'm gonna type minus hole distance in Y. Hit enter. Okay, see that? And I'm gonna hit that. Okay, I'm gonna type, times two. Okay, see that? I'm not getting that same distance that I have here in the front. So I'm gonna minus the thickness of the rabbit right here in the back, right? So I'm gonna type minus thickness. Hit enter. Okay, now I have 37 millimeters. Right, from that back edge to the center of this hole right here. All right. I'm gonna click OK. All right. I'm gonna go back to manufacturer. Okay. Toolpath is now out of date because I didn't change the size of the panel. All right. All right. right, so one more thing I want to show you. I'm gonna go back to the sign workspace, change parameters, and let's say you want to go deeper right here. Let's say you want to go down. Let's say you want to go down exactly ½ inch. So I'm gonna type 0.5. Hit enter. See that? Okay. Let's say you want to hold right here the material, that thickness of the material right here at the bottom. You want to hold, let's say 5/16. So I'm gonna type thickness minus 0.3125. Hit enter, and this is gonna be 5/16. All right. Let me check that for you guys. Select this edge. There it is. See length right at the bottom. Okay. Let's say this is critical. I want to hold like ½ inch. So it just type thickness minus ½ inch or whatever thickness that you want right here. All right. Let's say you want this to be exactly 1/8 deep. So I'm gonna type 0.125. Hit enter. Okay. You want this to be 6 millimeters. So I'm gonna type 6 mm, because the unit is set to inches. All right. It wasn't set to millimeters. Okay. I'm gonna hit enter. Now that's 6 millimeters deep. All right. Okay. Let's say you want this. Let's say you want this rabbit to be 1 inch wide. Okay. So I'm gonna go to. I'm gonna go to thickness. Uh, I don't think I have a parameter for that. I don't. I can create it from one. Um, okay. Right now it's 18. Let's make this 0.75. The thickness, the material, 0.75. Hit enter. I don't have a parameter for that though. But you want this to be 1 inch. Oops. So I'm gonna select this face. Right click, extrude. I'm gonna type minus 0.25. Okay, see that? Now pressure will be cut. All right. This is how I will do it if I don't have a parameter for, let's say, a parameter for the width of the groove. I don't have that. Okay. I can edit from one, but all right, I'm not gonna do it. All right. This time. All right. I'm gonna cancel. Okay. All right. Let's say you want let's say the side panel is 1 inch. So I'm gonna type thickness. I'm gonna type 1. Hit enter. See that? Okay. Thickness is 1 inch. So it's the width of the rabbit. All right. Click OK. All right. Okay. I'm gonna go to the last example here. All right. This is just side panel for a 4-drawer cabinet. All right. It has a hole for the drawer slides. All right, which are 21-inch under mount. Okay. I ran this part on the CNC machine. I have a YouTube short, so we're gonna check it out. Me running the part. Okay. This part is also parametric. All right. Right now the height of the side panel is 27 1/4 by 21 5/8. Yep. Okay. And I got 4 equal spaces for the drawer slides and the drawer boxes. All right. Okay, I have a rabbit here. All right, so put this on top of you so you can see this better. I'm gonna change the height of the side panel. All right, so I go back, click on change parameters. I'm gonna make this, let's say 35 and a quarter. I'm gonna hit enter. See the spacing? It's the same, right? Okay, see that? Let's say I wanna make the depth. I wanna make the depth, say 20. Let's say 20 inches. Actually 16. Hit enter. Oops, that's 1 inch. Sorry. Hit enter. 16. Okay, now I'm not gonna have 3 rows of holes, all right? Why? Because the distance, the dimension of this holes in the back is set to 20 inches, all right? All right. Plus the drawer slice, it's gonna stick out right here, okay? It's gonna stick out 5 inches, okay? About a little, like about 5 inches, let's say, all right? So this is not okay. This is not good right here. Okay, this has to be more. Has to be 22 inches or more. The depth. All right. Watch this. I'm gonna change this to 20 inches, 22 inches. Okay, see it? All right. And okay, this parameter is not being used. This one is from the previous example that I showed you. A side panel with adjustable the holes for the adjustable shells. So this one's not being used. All right. Okay, this one is really important. This one right here. This is the this is when you get 4 equal spaces. See the formula that I have here in parentheses divided by 4. So I have the height minus. Let me click OK. I'm gonna go to 2D sketch. I'm sorry, 2D sketch. Select this 2D sketch. Right click, edit sketch. Okay. So I started from here. See it? From this construction line. This is where the top panel is gonna go. The top panel is gonna go on top. This is how we build the cabinets where we work. All right. The top panel goes on top of the side panel. The side panel goes on top of the bottom panel. All right. So this parameter. This is the groove depth, which is 4 millimeters. Right. Let me show you that. Change parameters right here. See it? Okay. So I started from here, from this point. Okay. All right. And there's that parameter, that formula, right? Divided spacing. Go back to change parameters. It's right here. All right. That's the formula. Right. Okay. I did the same thing here. Okay. But I copied this dimension from this. That's why I see D110. Okay. All right. And I copied these dimensions as well right here. Whereas I have a second construction line right here. See that? I got D109. It's copied from this dimension right there. All right. Okay. Okay. So see everything here. I have the thickness. All right, which is 19.2 millimeters of the divider. All right. Okay. See the thickness right here of that rabbit. And see that 20 inches? That whole that distance. See it from this line right here or this point to the center of the back hole. All right, that's 20 inches. This is not gonna change. All right, when I change the depth of this side panel. All right. Okay, and I have and the distance of this hole right here, the first one. Okay, it's 0.35. 0.359 inches. Okay. This is what I have. This is what I got. I had to lay this out on the side panel. I put the drawer slide on top of the side panel, and then I was measuring with my tape measure. I was getting the distance of the hole, right? I had to lay this one out, and this is what I got, so it came out perfect. The, the distance with that second hole, it's the spacing between this hole and that hole. See it? I got 9 7/8. I didn't make a parameter for that. It doesn't really matter. It's not gonna move either. All right, so see FX. This one's copy from this guy right here. Okay. All right. What else? I got 1 3/4 from the bottom edge of the side panel to the center of that hole right here. All right. For that bottom drawer slide. Okay. And let me change the height of this side panel so you can see the equal spaces. Okay. Let's go back to change parameters. I'm gonna change the height from 35 1/4 to, let's say, 26 inches. Hit enter. Okay, you see that? All right. And let me show you the formula that I use. Okay, so I got height, right? This parameter right here, minus groove depth, this parameter right there, times 2. Okay, times 2, which is this guy right here, right? 0.157 inches, and this guy right there, okay? Minus thickness of the material, right? The white melamine, times 3 dividers, parentheses, divided by 4 equal spaces, okay? All right. So I'm gonna change this height from 26 to 51. Hit enter. See the spacing got bigger, right? Which means the drawer boxes are gonna be bigger. The drawer fronts, all right. I'm gonna click OK. Finish sketch. All right. I'm gonna go back to manufacture, and I'm gonna regenerate the toolpath. Right click. Generate. There you have it. Okay. Okay, guys. I got more cabinet parts right here. See, I have this one right here. It's a side panel with middle divider and door hinges. Okay. I'm gonna show you this one. So it's gonna have actually not a divider. It's gonna have a fixed shelf right in the center. Okay. And it's gonna have 8 holes. All right. For 4 door hinges. All right. So I'm gonna go to the sign, and I'm gonna check the parameters. See that? It's gonna be the same as the other ones. Okay. I keep using the same parameters for different cabinet parts. Okay. But some parameters are not gonna be used. All right. And certain cabinet parts. All right. Let me show you the 2D sketch. Select sketch here. Right click. Edit sketch. Okay. See it? So I created a point, and then I did a center rectangle, and then I have this formula here. I got height divided by 2, right? And I have a parameter for this divider stop. See that? 3/8. Okay. Let's say I don't want to machine all the way through because this front edge of that side panel is edge bended, and the tool comes out. It's gonna rip out that edge bending, right? So I'm gonna stop right there, 3/8. I can change this distance if I want. I'm gonna go back to change parameters, and I want to go to the divider stop. All right. I'm gonna type point. Let's make this 1/8. 125. Okay, see that? Okay. See, I'm using the parameter hold distance, hold spacing right here. I'm sorry, hold spacing and hold distance in Y. Okay. Click OK. See that? Copy from this guy right here. Hold distance in Y and hold spacing. Got hold diameter. All right. Okay. See, this is let's say you want this to be 3 inches. See, I have that 2 point. Right now it's 2 inches. It's gonna be 2 inches when you put the top panel. All right, on top of the side panel right here, it's gonna be 2 inches from the bottom face of the top panel to the center of this hole right here. It's gonna be 2 inches because I have this parameter right here. See it? I got 2 inches plus groove depth. All right, which is 4 millimeters. Right here. See it? Let's say you want this to be 3 inches. Okay, type 3. Now it's gonna be 3.157. All right, and right here you're gonna type 3. Right? I don't have a parameter for this one because I'm coming from this edge right here of that fixed shelf. Okay, I'll type 3. All right. Let's say let's see if this is gonna work. Change parameters. I'm gonna change the depth of the groove from 4 to 6 millimeters. Type 6. Now I'm gonna have 3.236. See there? All right. Okay. So this formula right here is gonna work. All right. Um, let's check. What else? Oh, I want to show you the setback on this one as well. All right. I want to change the setback from 3/4 to 1/2 inch. We'll type 0.5. Okay. See that? You got to update it. All right. What else? Okay. Okay. I think that's it. So I'm gonna go to manufacturer workspace. I'm gonna click OK. Finish sketch. Okay. Manufacturer. And I'm gonna regenerate a toolpath. Right click. Generate. Boom. There you have it. Okay. Okay. I hope um I hope that Autodesk has that change parameters feature right here to the manufacturer workspace, so that we don't have to go back to design and change the size, you know, of whatever CNC program that you're working with. All right, but for now, it's just you got to go back to design workspace to change the size of the panel. Right, but in the future, we want this feature here. I want this feature here. Change parameters. Okay, you can put it right here under setup. All right. And I'm gonna post this program. Right click, post process. I'm gonna post it, and I'm gonna open it up in Woodwop 5.0. So that's the CAD/CAM software. It came with the machine. All right, so go to the folder, test programs. Close this. I go to the program size. Open it up in Woodwop 5.0. Okay, there it is. That's the program. All right. All right, guys. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys learned something from this video and enjoyed this video as well. And I'm gonna make more. I'm gonna create more cabinet parts. All right. I'm gonna create a top panel and a bottom panel with a middle divider, or a bottom panel or top panel with 3 equal spaces or 4 equal spaces. And I'm gonna create those CNC programs. And I'm also gonna show you how to make an upper cabinet parametric. All right. So those are future videos. So guys, that's it for this video, and I'm gonna catch you in the next one. Peace.